Hi guys, so I told you I'd be back today to talk about Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So quick rundown. Um, I'm not gonna remember it all evidently, even though I just binge watched it last night. But I'll try my best I can. So episode one starts off with Bucky in therapy. I forget what rule number one is. Rule number two is don't hurt anybody. Rule number three is don't kill anybody. I think rule number one was make amends with whoever you wronged to let them know you're no longer the Winter Soldier. You are Bucky Barnes. And then we see Sam Wilson with his sister trying to get their family boat back in operation with some kind of fishing operation, I guess is what it is, a fishing boat. And they get turned down the bait because he hasn't been around for 5 years, like the rest of everyone else hasn't been around for 5 years, and everybody else whines and complains that you haven't been around for the last 5 years. And that's basically the episode one breakdown. That's all it, well, sort of. The beginning, you see Falcon ironing out a suit. Then you see him fighting, getting the guy from Captain America Winter Soldier that was on the Lemurian Star. He rescues the captain. I still don't know what that captain's purpose was, how important he was to the story. But we see Torres for the first time, who later in the comics becomes the Falcon, which he might become Falcon later, which we'll explain. So you rescue this army captain before they get into airspace they're not supposed to cross. Like I said, this is a quick, brief rundown. And then he gives the shield to this Captain America exhibit, Captain America's shield. Even though um, Captain America gave him the shield, and that's how the series starts off. Is he says, "How's it fake?" It's like it's someone else's, and doesn't play the rest of it because Cap says, "Remember Frank game? Well, it's not." He said, "I'll do my best." Like, that's why I gave it to you. He didn't want him to be perfect. He didn't want to put him in a museum, evidently, like Sam did, but he did. It's in a museum. Like I said, the rest of the episode shows Bucky in therapy, taking down the senator, which I said, rule number one, he did, but rule number two and three, he did not follow because he hurt the passenger and killed the passenger, but basically turned in the senator that was there. So he broke the rules that he wasn't supposed to by the court mandate, and that's another reason why he got a presidential pardon, a full pardon. That's what, but part of that full pardon was he has to do the therapy, as we found out in episode two. At the end of episode one, the government did not do Sam Wilson right. They gave the shield to a guy named John Walker and called him the new Captain America. And that's how episode two starts out. He's on Good Morning America. At the end of episode one, though, you can see that Sam wasn't happy with it. Bucky definitely wasn't happy with it. But they got a bigger problem because episode two, Torres, like I said, he becomes a new Falcon, is following around this group called the Flag Smashers. He's supposed to watch it from a distance, but he figured that's not going to work. He's going to pretend to be part of the Flag Smashers. Well, Flag Smashers rob a bank, and Torres tries to stop him, and this guy just kills one cop and basically breaks his orbital bone, which sounds painful, and knocks him out pretty quickly. You can tell they have some super soldier serum to go along with it. So episode three, like I said, that pretty much is episode two. Sam's like, we should just keep this between us. Or was that the end of episode one? I can't remember.
Dad.
But he says we should keep it between us between now. I was like, you're supposed to be watching from a distance. That's right. That was the end of episode one. But we find out episode two, it's John Walker. And then they go after the Flag Smashers, which, it's kind of funny because Red Wing does his own thing now. Because Sam can tell Red Wing do this and it actually happens. That was shown in episode one. But Winter Soldier, Bucky Barnes doesn't trust Red Wing. And so they go where they find out the Flag Smashers are hiding, and they're still in, basically, God, my son's down here making me lose my thought, because he has to come down here with his phone and play it with the sound. There's still medical supplies, basically, and drugs and stuff, so, stuff that people actually, well, not bad drugs, like medical drugs. They find out these people need it that they're talking about, so, But they think the girl that's in there is a hostage, and she freaking punches Bucky out of the back of the truck. And that's when you find out she has super soldier serum in her too. My eye is leaking like crazy. So now Bucky realizes, and Sam, because they fight these people on top of the truck. The new Captain America shows up along with his sidekick called Battlestar, because they ask him what his name is, because all four of them get their butts kicked on this truck, which is understandable. Although even Bucky, who has super soldier serum or something like that in him, has a tough time. So they all get their butts kicked, and then the new Cap and Hoskins. He's like, I need more than just Hoskins. He goes, Battlestar. He goes, really, Battlestar. Bucky was done right there when he heard that. But they get in the truck with him. They drive off. The Bucky gets off before Sam. I think that's when it was. He was called himself Battlestar. And Bucky's like, yeah, you can drop me off right now, because Bucky didn't have a sidekick name. It was just Bucky. Then Walker makes the big mistake by saying, well, if I had Cap's right hand man, he's like, you don't even know. Stop the car right now. I'm getting off. And Sam gets off because he wasn't Cap's right hand man. He was Captain America's friend. But they don't know that. But that pissed Sam Wilson off, and I think it would be too, because it was more than just his right hand man. It was a friendship. So episode 3 starts off with them going, or at the end of episode 2, they're talking about, this is Hydra. We need someone's gonna. He's like, and Sam's like, no, 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 no. He messed with your mind. We're not doing this. We're not doing it. No. We know who he's talking about. You know who has this great idea. Maybe my son's telling me I'm not backed up far enough. But basically, they're talking about Baron Zemo. So that's the end of. So episode 3, because there's only 6 episodes, was breaking Zemo out of jail and thinking this has to do with Hydra. That's why he wants Baron Zemo. So he helps Zemo out of jail. Sam doesn't approve. That's why it's funny because they go to visit him in jail, and Bucky goes, "If I told you about it, you wouldn't go along with it." So they go to Madripoor and to meet somebody, because they found out the person that's doing this is called the Power Broker. Well, they don't get many answers. Sam's sister blows his cover by calling him Sam, so say that's going to help him. Wants to kill him now. And then it goes all John Wick style, goes over everybody's phone, this much money to kill him. So they find their way out of a situation, but somebody helps them. We don't see who, and we find out it's Sharon Carter. I did not like Sharon Carter in Falcon the Winter Soldier. Talk about another whiny bitch that was her own doing, though. So episode, we're just gonna keep going. I don't know what episode it was, but she agrees to help them find the person that made the super soldier serum, because there's a new serum, because they found, because even at episode 2, they said super soldiers. Oh, I forgot about the big 3. That's the funniest thing, probably the whole episode 2. Big 3. It's either what do you say, wizards, aliens, or androids. And Bucky goes, wizards not a real thing. Yeah, it's like. So, Mike goes, who are we going to fight now? Gandalf? He goes, how did you know about Gandalf? He's like, I read The Hobbit when it first came out in I think it was 36. He's like, but there's no such thing as wizards. He goes, Doctor Strange is a sorcerer. Then Sam says, a sorcerer is a wizard without a hat. And when they got picked up by John Walker and Battlestar at episode 2, they said the same things. Bucky goes, well, it's one of the big 3. It's either wizards, androids, or aliens. Bucky goes, there's no such thing. Okay, so it's androids and aliens then. And that's what Sam says. What about super soldiers? And he kind of looks at, that's the new Captain America, looks at his buddy and goes, is that a real thing? He goes, yeah. I left that whole thing out. And that's probably a big thing too. So they break, like I said, they break Zemo out of jail. They go to Madripoor. Sharon Carter saves him. Then she takes him to the guy who made this serum. He says, before I had a chance to do anything, I got blipped out. Right? They said, well, how many vials did you make? He says, 20. And when I got blipped back in, the FBI, CIA, the whole thing disbanded me. But, Power Broker was willing to give me a chance to complete my work. He's like, but I got robbed before I could make any more. He goes, well, who robbed you? He goes, Carly Morgenthau. It's like, well, how many vials did you make? And Carly Morgenthau is the leader of the Flag Smashers. You think it's this guy that kicked the crap out of Torres and everybody else. It's not. That was a little disappointing, I guess. Because she's like barely over 20 years old. She reminds me a lot of a teenager. Which has me thinking, why would these Flag Smashers follow somebody so young? And her whole thing is, and she killed, this might be episode 3, episode 4. Because they have this relocation program for refugees. Which is kind of wrong because they're not refugees. They're people that are not brought back from the blip. But they're going to give them their old jobs back and their old home, which is wrong too. Now it's time for them to be on the other side of that coin and have them get the jobs and find a place to live. Because I think that's whole Carly Morgenthau's thing was, it's wrong, you shouldn't do this, you know. That you're wronging other people because you're going to leave these other people, that you're going to have these other people, or the people that got blipped and brought back from the blip, you're going to have them replace the people that took their jobs, which I agree is wrong. But the way she was going about it was wrong, and that's the whole Sam's thing when he's trying to talk to her throughout the whole entire series. There's got to be a better way. We got to find a better way. I am with you. There is a better way. But she doesn't want to listen, which is why it has me thinking she's a teenager, which is why I'm trying to question why the Flag Smashers will follow somebody so young. And they're also asking, where's Cap? And he's not here. And everybody says, I agree, or Cap's gone. That's what it was. Yeah, I think Cap, if it was dead, they would have just said dead. But here's the theory no one ever touches on. Maybe Cap went back to his own timeline. Maybe he has kids and grandkids where he came from. No one ever says that. Well, maybe he really is on the moon, or maybe he is with Nick Fury in outer space. But how about the obvious? He came back from another branch reality to give Sam back the shield. Who says he didn't return to that branch reality to live out his life with his kids? Because, you know, he had kids with Peggy Carter. Come on. Or his grandkids. Everyone's like, well, then why would he never... But I do agree with this. And people are stupid with this. How did he know to go back to that point in time to give Sam the shield? Well, there's 2 Captain Americas in the other timeline. That Cap is keeping low key, so the other Cap doesn't find out about him. So he knows when they're done fighting Thanos. Duh! So you can go back and give Sam the shield. It's going to jog his memory. Because Bucky brought up a good point. You know, was Cap wrong about you? Because if he's wrong about you, he's wrong about me. Because that was episode 2 or episode 3 because he missed his court date when they went to go fight the Flag Smashers. Isaiah Bradley, who was a black man who took the super soldier serum, and they test him. They locked him up, tested him, took blood samples, treated him like a test subject, which was wrong. He doesn't want to talk about it. He ripped off part of, we found out, the Winter Soldier's arm. He's like, I see you grew it back or had it replaced, which we know he had it replaced. Evidently, after Isaiah Bradley ripped it off, and definitely after Iron Man blasted the rest of it off. And he went to Wakanda to have those problems, his head fixed. And Isaiah Bradley, you know, that's a cool character. I wish they would have done more with him. You know, and this is a problem too, and they touched on this problem. Disney did a good job. Bucky and Sam were arguing over Isaiah Bradley because he didn't tell Cap about him. And, you know, Sam thinks the government should know about him, but Isaiah Bradley doesn't want the government to know about him because, like I said, they test him. You know, he's pissed off. He doesn't want anything to do with the government anymore now. And the cops stop, right? They go, is this guy bothering you? And he goes, no, we're just walking and talking. It's like, are you sure? And Bucky says the cop goes, does he look familiar to you? Go, oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, because now he looks familiar. And the cops want to leave him alone, which is BS. But like I said, that is what's happening in the real world. It's because Sam is a black man and there's a white man that are arguing. They think there's a problem and there's not. Which reminds me, earlier in the episode I'm talking about, one of the kid goes, hey, Black Falcon. He goes, it's just Falcon. No, my dad says it's Black Falcon. He goes, why? Because I'm black. He goes, well, yeah. So what are you, black kid? And the older kid just starts laughing because Sam did burn him. Oh, that was a good burn. I did like that. That was pretty good by Sam Wilson, a Falcon. And that was before they talked to Isaiah Bradley. And I think it was before they broke Zemo out of jail because Isaiah Bradley didn't even want to help them. He's done. I'm done. He even said he was done. He's not going to help them. I made it clear, and even Sam told Bucky he made it clear he doesn't want our help. Does not want our help. So it doesn't help him. That's why the whole Zemo thing comes in. And so now, like I said, I've skipped around so much, like I said, because I knew I was going to forget stuff. So excuse me if I've been skipping around. Like I said, quick rundown before Loki comes out. It's next week. I am not going to do Loki right away, guys. I might do after the first 2 episodes because next week is my wife's second anniversary. We're not going to be home. I'm not going to do a video on our anniversary. Maybe I should go on my Pop channel and explain that too on Sunday. Which, guys, if you like these pops that you see behind me, which are going to get moved around upstairs. I have another channel called Unedited Pops. I suggest if you guys like pops, you go check that out. If not, it's cool too. Excuse me. That's my uneven load in my laundry. That's what you hear in the background. That's beeping. So I'm sorry for the annoying beeping. I'm not going to go fix it right now. The laundry can wait till I'm done filming. Oh, where was I? So Madripoor, they get in trouble with Madripoor, Sharon Carter, they took a guy, so, Zemo kills the guy. Then they blow, somebody, it looks like Flag Smashers or somebody blows up the building. Sharon Carter saves him because there's somebody else there to evidently either go after Falcon or the Winter Soldier, because like I said, they got a price on their head. So Zemo helps him out, by helping killing off people. Sharon Carter helps him out. Zemo comes up in the supercharged, whatever it is. I don't know what vehicle it was. I forgot. And Bucky gets in first. Sam gets in the back, goes, I'm trying to tell Sharon, come with us. She's like, I can't go back to the States. He's like, Sharon, I can fix you. She's like, no. But keep your promise, though. Try to get me back so I can go back to the States. Because he did promise that. That's really arrogant of Sam, though, to think he had that much pull. You think he had that much pull. We tried to get a loan from the bank, and he doesn't have that much pull. But he thinks because I'm back with the government, I'm working for the army again, I have this pull. We'll find out. Sorry, guys. So, Sam goes, you're not going to move your seat up, are you? Then Bucky goes, nope. Because if you remembered Captain America Civil War, they're in a bug that cuts that slow profile. And Bucky asks Sam, can you move your seat up? And Sam goes, no. So the roles are kind of reversed. Now it's Sam sitting in the back and Bucky not wanting to move his seat up. So they go somewhere else, I think, on a plane to go to wherever they're going to. And Sam goes, you're rich? He goes, I'm a Baron. It's in my name. I think that's just to cover a plot hole, guys. Because he didn't seem rich. He was a soldier in Civil War. And now he's rich. I got Baron Zemo. Baron is supposed to be royalty before you blew my country to hell, which they didn't. It was Ultron, and the only reason why they got Zemo's help because there's more super soldiers, and he wants to finish the job. He wants to kill these super soldiers. He doesn't want more of these guys, Bucky, running around, which I get. But when they get to wherever they're going to, I guess Zemo's other place, because like I said, he has a plane. Like I said, that just covers a plot hole. That way they don't have to, because Zemo's a criminal. They're not going to let him just board any flights. So he's rich. Okay, whatever. That's just so they can fly from place to place and not get caught. It's just to fill a plot hole. It was never mentioned, and all of a sudden, oh yeah, he's rich. Whatever. Okay, I guess I gotta live with that. And I had a wing, so my teeth are probably like, ugh. Don't pay attention. So they get where they're going to, and Bucky goes, yeah, I'll be in a minute. And you realize Dora Milaje are fighting him. And it's not okay like everybody thought it was. She was in a movie, it was Civil War, where she goes, move, or I'll make you move. And Panther goes, T'Challa goes, as interesting as that would be, that won't be necessary. I would have liked to see it, though, like he would have. But, so, it's just weird. And then we flash back to one of the episodes where Dora Milaje are helping Bucky. And they're reading from, or reciting the words that Baron Zemo recited. Which is funny because when they break him out of jail because Bucky visits him first, Baron Zemo does the same thing. He's like, those words mean nothing to me anymore. And we see why in another episode. It's because they start reciting those words, and they're trying to strengthen Bucky's mind not to be susceptible to those words. But Baron Zemo says, Hydra trained you, you're a killer, you'll always be a killer. Or that's important. Because in Madripoor, he had to break his 2 rules, not to hurt and not to kill. Because when he left, when Walker broke it out of jail, his therapist was there, and she had his therapist, before she could release him, she had his therapist sit down with Sam, but he goes, what's rule number 2 again? She goes, don't hurt anybody. He goes, yeah, okay. Because we know that's not going to happen. And the Sam made it pretty clear, don't want your help. Because of Red Wing, that's how they found him. Because the suit technically still belongs to the government, so it has a LoJack probably on it somewhere. That's how they're able to track where Bucky and Sam are at all times. So now they finally have their showdown with the flag smashers again. But Carly doesn't trust Sam because Sam got followed by Walker, and he asked Bucky, how long can you just sit here there for? Why they're going to kill your friend, which wasn't true. That Captain America blew it big time. Because he earned Carly Morgenthau's trust, almost. But Carly Morgenthau thinks that now he was just waiting for backup to get there while she was talking to him, which wasn't the truth. Like I said, immature, so that's why I think she's still like a teenager, which once again, I don't understand the whole Flag Smashers plot, why you would follow a teenager. And she killed innocent people, which they don't agree with. We'll only kill them if they don't give us what they want. That's what she kept saying the whole entire thing. And once that happened, I don't think they believe it because it's one nation, one people crap, right? I'm sorry, guys, my eye. I did take some allergy pills. Hopefully it stops. I don't know if you could tell with the light on it, if it's gleaming or not. It's gleaming my eye for you guys. I'm trying to think of what's next. I think they're watching a thing on the news about the people voting for this reload. I forget what it is called. I forget the acronym they even have for it. That's really bad because I watched this last night and I should have taken notes. But they don't want this vote to go through. And the whole thing is we need to stop this vote from going through. That way people don't get their old jobs back, and these other key people now will be displaced. Which, like I said, I agree. It's wrong. But I agree with Sam when he said there's a better way to go about doing it. And she's not doing it. She's all pissed off at the world like a teenager is. That's another reason why I call her a teenager. Teenagers just pissed off the world. They don't think rationally because she's not. The first thing is, I'm going to do something drastic and they'll pay attention to me instead of, no, there is a better way. Let me try this way, the more reasonable way, and maybe they'll listen. We'll get into that again too, trust me. So, they got another fight. This one's pretty bad because it kills John Walker's friend. It kills Battlestar. It kills Hoskins. And now John Walker... Oh, I'm forgetting the part. I think Zemo and Carl are fighting. But Zemo has a gun. He shoots her. She drops the super soldier serum and Zemo just smashes. He thinks he smashed all the vials. But John Walker knocks him out with his shield. Now that's something Cap would not do. Once again, he is not Captain America, but he sees one vial, missed one vial. And he picks up that vial. And it doesn't show him taking it, but we all know he took it. Well, no, that's not when he took it, though. He puts it in his pouch. And he has. Even Carly goes, I'm too late. I should have done this earlier. I should have given... She wanted to give the super soldier serum to kids. And it's better than the Herskins because it doesn't need whatever Tony Stark did to him to make it work. You could just, drink this stuff as we found out, and you'll be alright. You don't need, radiation or whatever it was. And Captain America never said what it was that they were doing to him that made the serum work. But this guy made a better version of the Erskine because you don't need to do that. You just gotta take it. And you can just... Okay. It's a shot. It's a little caffeine shot. that makes you stronger. But like I said, the dermatology gave them 24 hours though to turn over. I'm so unprofessional. I should edit this stuff out. I should not be scratching my nose. I'm sorry, you have an itch, you itch. This is who I am. You're getting all of me raw. Oh, where was I? Oh, that's right. So they go to retrieve. I guess is the word. Baron Zemo. You know, they get fight that wasn't really started. It's all because Walker touched the. You don't touch the Dora Milaje. He put his hand on her shoulder. We got off to the wrong. Just boom, right? The fight breaks out because of that. Because he says you don't have jurisdiction, Dora Milaje. Our jurisdiction is wherever we are. You know, and Walker's like, a little help would be appreciated here. And Bucky goes, Bucky and Sam both, you're doing good, John. Right? Well, so why John and Battlestar find the Dora Milaje, you know, that allows Baron Zemo to escape. But he did ask him one question, because that's important too. Have you ever gone back to Sokovia and visited the memorial? He said, I didn't think so. Why would they, guys? They're not from Sokovia. So... But he allows him to escape. They kick the crap out of Walker and Hoskins. And even the shield, he goes... One of them goes, leave it. Because I don't think that shield that Cap gave Sam is all... there's theories on what it is. They think people are calling it proto-anti, but I don't think it's true vibranium either because of the way it's built. So we don't know. You know what it's made out of. Maybe the Captain America 4 film, don't know what it's called, but it has been confirmed. I'll let you know, that's at the end too. We'll explain it. So that's when they go off again and try to talk to Carly. That's when, you know, crap breaks out again. They tie up Hoskins. They are fighting Bucky, Falcon, and John Walker. Hoskins comes in and he saves Walker. Walker goes, what's with all the knives? And I can't believe they try to throw a knife at Bucky because he catches it from them. One guy gets knocked down, throws it right by his head saying, I could have killed you if I wanted to. Right? So they escape, but Walker goes nuts. He kills one of the guys that's following Carly Morgenthau. The ironic part is the guy that he does kill, he always looked up to Captain America because his dad or grandpa talked about him because he fought alongside World War II. So he thought of him as a hero. He always wanted to meet him. And he dies by Captain America's shield. The irony. Right? All because this guy wouldn't tell him where Carly was or where she was going. He went about it the wrong way. Did not need to kill this guy. And, you know, he went too far. He did. And then Carly goes too far by threatening Sam's family because he calls up his sister. And she says, right now, I can tell you he's not with that man because it's evident he does not like the new Captain America. He probably talks to his sister saying, I don't like this new Captain America. I hope this camera's pointing at me. Yeah, my back hurts. And it hurts in this chair. But, you know, it's true. They don't like him. They don't like him. I mean, Sam has a real problem now because he feels like he's betrayed by the government by giving back the shield to him and then giving the shield to John Walker. And guys, I just thought of this. Wyatt Russell and Kurt Russell, because Wyatt Russell plays John Walker, the new Captain America, and Kurt Russell, his dad, both in the MCU. How crazy is that? Well, his dad died in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, but... So the next episode, they tracked down Walker, and they said, we're going to need the shield back, you know, because he even agreed. Then he thought, no, they're just trying to get the shield back because they want to use it. They're not trying to help me. And that's the way he's looking at it, which is not true. They are trying to help him. But they do agree that you're not Captain America. Captain America wouldn't do this, so we're going to need the shield back. So they fight him, and it's pretty good how Bucky and Sam use each other. And I think Sam used Bucky as a bat. Basically, he broke Falcon's wings. Walker did, because like I said, he could tell he took that super soldier serum, because when he was fighting Carly Morgenthau, And the first time, she couldn't even believe he was taking the hits that her and her group were dishing out to him. Because that was after he lost the Dormilage, and he said they didn't even have superpower, or they weren't even super soldiers. Yeah, because they know how to fight better. Captain America knew how to fight better. This guy does not hold up to the ideals. Even Sam Wilson knows how to fight better. Because he fought Flag Smashers on that truck longer than Captain America, the new Captain America did. So once again, Sam is trying to talk to Carly again. She doesn't believe him because all of a sudden, that's when John Walker showed up and killed that one guy. That's why she doesn't believe him. Now she doesn't trust him. And now they're all over. I'm trying to think what happened next, guys. I hate quick rundowns. I know they went back to the States, I think. And then after they get the shield back, John Walker is no longer Captain America. He lost his rank as captain, and he will not get retirement pay because of what he did. And he blows up at these people too, saying, "I do understand." I forget what they're arguing about, but no, he didn't think he did anything wrong, and that's when this Val character comes in. Julia Louis Dreyfus. No, it's not it. Maybe it is. Yeah, I'm saying it right. It's the girl from Elaine plays Val, or the girl that played Elaine on Seinfeld is Val. There's your cameo. I don't think it was a big cameo. They try to say it was. To me, it's just a cameo. I don't like Seinfeld, so I know. Boo. You suck, Josh. Thanks. So she's called Val, which kind of leads me, what is she really? Because Val was like Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., but then she was Lady Hydra, then she went back to Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., so what is she? But she sides with John Walker. She goes, I agree with you. They wouldn't be doing this if you killed all of them, because you would have done a favor if you would have just killed all of them. He would have done a bit better favor if you would just killed the leader of the Flag Smashers, what she's telling them, basically. So she's in her corner, so she has some kind of pull. Then she goes, technically, that shield, it doesn't belong to the government either. It's in a gray area. It belongs to, in my view, Captain America. And the government wanted him to be kept, but not anymore. Now Sam has it. And we see Bucky going after Baron Zemo. He finds him. He's like, I thought you would be here. Because he's in Sokovia. And he goes, face it, Bucky. You're a killer. That's what Hydra made you. Go ahead, do it. Because Bucky has a gun out. And he does. He pulls the trigger. The chamber's empty. Then in the other hand, he opens up, drops all the bullets. He goes, I'm not that person anymore. But, Zemo was so sure he was. But he's not. He has changed. And that's what basically telling Zemo, I'm not that person you think I am. Because that whole entire series, Zemo does, he goes, you're still the same. You're still the same. You're still Agent 100. You're still a killer. You're still the same. He's trying to tell him, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. And that right there, you let him know. I'm not that person you think I am. Which was cool. And that was awesome to see because that was kind of like a redeeming point for Bucky. Now we're back home with Sam now after all this happened. He's trying to fix his fishing boat. And then Bucky's there to help. Well, Bucky handed Zemo over to Dora Milaje, which I'm surprised they dropped him off at the raft because that's where they were saying him instead of Wakanda. But if he's in Wakanda, I think they're thinking if he gets out, he's going to take vibranium and do more damage. If you put him on the raft, which is in the middle of the ocean somewhere, if he gets out, where's he going to go? He has nowhere to go. So maybe that's why they dropped him off at the raft. It's the only thing I can think of. He goes, wait, before you go, I have one more favor to ask you. So he goes to, I guess, Louisiana. That's what I'm thinking. I don't know where Sam is from. I should have read the plates. I think it's Louisiana. Fixing the fishing boat. And he goes, can I lend a... He's like, I got you something, right? And I think of Val. He goes, can I lend you a hand? So he helps Sam and Sam's sister fix up this fishing boat. And he goes, well, I guess we can sell it now. She goes, no, I don't want to sell it now. Which makes Sam smile because she wants to sell it at the beginning of the Falcon commercial. She wants to sell it. She wants to get rid of it. And he goes, it's 50% mine too. I want to keep it. And now he's ready to let go of it. Like she said, and he's finally ready to let go. She's like, no, I want to keep it. Now that we put all this work into it, I want to keep it now. Which makes Sam happy because he wanted to keep it too. So Then we see at the end of the episode, I don't know if I skipped any episode. You guys can let me know. Like I said, I'm all over the place. I know I am, and I'm sorry. He opens up the briefcase and he smiles. We don't know what's in the briefcase, but we know the Flag Smashers are in New York. We know Backtrock is in New York because he says, "I'm here just so I can kill the Falcon." And I think that was the end of the. No, no, it's not the end of the episode. The end of the episodes are getting ready to vote on this thing whether to allow this global relocation act thing to happen. And before they can, the power gets shut off, and there's either people on the inside that are actually in the U.S. government that agree with the Flag Smashers. So then we get to the last episode. Um, Sam and Bucky go there, right? Because, it's in New York. So they go to try to rescue the senators or whatever that were voting on this thing. Bucky or Sam has this most comic accurate, besides Captain America and some Iron Man stuff, that is the most comic accurate outfit I have ever seen in the MCU. I think that thing is awesome. Sam's new Captain America suit. Awesome, awesome, awesome suit. I love it. I love the red, white, and blue. I love the wings that are red, white, and blue and everything. Like I said, the most comic accurate suit I have ever seen in the MCU. Ever the people might think he looked goofy. I thought he looked awesome in it. So him and Bucky are fighting, and Sharon Carter's there too with them. She had a disguise of that thing that Black Widow pulled off. Right? She does the same thing. Says, "Excuse me, sir, are you supposed to be?" It also changed her voice, but I don't think it changed Black Widow's voice. I don't understand that because I don't think it would affect her vocal cords. So they go in there, and Sam has one job, Bucky has one job: keep the senators from leaving because that's what Carly wants. And Carly says, "We're gonna kill them," and they're like, "What?" She's like, "Only if they don't give us what we want." She goes, "One people, one nation." Just one people, one nation with her followers. They go, "One people, one nation," because they don't believe her. Because now they really do think she's just going to kill him, which is true. She wasn't going to negotiate. She was just going to kill him. That's not the way to get your point across, and it won't fix things. And Sam is trying to tell her that again, right when they meet at the end, because a backdrop, wants to kill Sam. He said, "You cost me a lot of money." Then Carly talks to Bucky. He's like, "It's not going to help. It won't help you. I have nightmares. You're going to see a therapist about this. If you go through this," he's like, "It'll mess with your mind." She's like, "Thank you for just, because she distracted him, because she's able to get the senators out." Bucky was able to save one group of them. Why? Then they have to. Bucky is fighting Carly, and so is Walker. Obviously, he shows up. He's not supposed to be Captain America. He made his own shield, which is funny because when you do see it after he takes a few hits, that thing's dinged up. Moron. Oh, the guy's a moron. He was the whole entire series a moron. But right, so she starts fighting him, and she realizes that, oh my god, he's taking serum. But then she tries to kill the senators, right? And all of a sudden, John Walker has a decision to make. Do I go after her? Do I save these people? He tries to save them, but then all of a sudden, Flag Smashers show up, and they beat the crap out of him. Senate dropped to the death, and you see the van about to go over. Nope. Somebody's holding it back, and it's Falcon in his new suit. I'm missing something about a helicopter and one of the Flag Smashers. That's really not important, I don't think. So I left it out. So, he saves them. And then they have the final battle on the bottom of the ground, right? And they take off their mask, which is stupid. Why take off? Then they split up into groups. And I think Walker and Bucky went after one group. Sam and I think it was Sharon Carter went after the other one. And that's when Carly Morgenthau reveals that, Sharon Carter is actually the power broker. Once again, didn't like that, don't agree with it. That would not be her character, especially as one. I've been on the right. All she had to do was call Cap. Like, Cap wouldn't have helped her. Like, Cap wouldn't have helped you, really, Sharon. Cap wouldn't have helped you. That's all I'm saying. Cap would have helped you. He would have helped her. But she didn't reach out. She didn't try. Instead, she just ran away, and, Cap could have helped her. Whatever. So she's a crybaby too, like that one guy in WandaVision. Everybody turned on my crybabies all of a sudden in the MCU. When? Alright. So she's there. Falcon's there, and they end up finding Backtrock, I think his name, and Carly. And I think Sharon kills Backtrock. And Carly goes, "You won't kill me. You need me. Because if you don't have me, you won't have any super soldiers." And she says, "I don't need super soldiers to help me. I don't need you." And I think she shoots Sharon. And that's when Falcon starts fighting. Or, not really fighting her, I guess, trying to get the attention off of Sharon Carter so she doesn't kill Sharon to him. And she goes, "I can't believe you decided." He's like, "I don't side with them. There's a better way than what you're doing." He's like, "It starts with one, then what? 100? And how many after that?" Is what he's trying to tell her, because when she kills somebody, how much death is gonna be on your hands until it's not enough for you, and you just kind of start killing everybody. He's like, they're not gonna listen to you if you just kill them. You're just gonna make them an enemy, and they won't hear you. He's like, you have to let them hear you. There has to be a better way than what you're doing it. And I'm spitting on myself or something. Say it, don't spray it, right, guys? And she's not listening. She wants to fight. Fight. And he's like, "I'm not going to fight you. Fight me." That's another reason why I think she's a teenager. Not getting her way. She gets pissed off and she just wants to fight. Because teenagers, sometimes that's the way we get. We just want to fight, our parents or whatever. We think better of it. But she doesn't. She does not cool-headed. Whatever the super soldier serum did made her... I think she started off good, but then she was bad. So then she finally has Sam where she wants him. She picks up the gun. She's about to shoot him in the head. And that's when he says, "Well, you kill me, then what? Then 100? Then how many more? They're not going to listen to you." Then Sharon ends up killing her. Shoots her. Boom, boom, boom. Shoots her a few more times. And now she knows that Sharon Carter was serious, because even then she was getting text messages from the power broker. "You took something of mine. I will find you and I will kill you." And she seems a little afraid, and now we know why. And Sharon kept her word. She killed her. Which I don't think Sharon would have done, but Sharon didn't kill her. She was going to kill Sam, the new Captain America. And this time for good. So then he comes out like an angel, right? With Carly Morgenthau's body. And they round up the rest of the Flag Smashers thanks to his app that Bucky and Walker used. And Walker quoted Lincoln. He goes, "Really, Lincoln?" He's like, "Yeah, I thought." He's like, "Not when you quote him." So they arrest the rest of her followers, and she's dead now. But Sam comes up with her body. It looked like an angel carrying a body. I don't know if that's supposed to mean anything or sympathetic, or if they did it on purpose because that's what it looked like for that reason. But right, they take her, put her on a gurney. She's dead. We know she's dead. I mean, but they thank him. He goes, "No, not welcome." He's like, "If you do this, we're going to have another Carly Morgenthau 2.0. And he starts giving this great speech. The guys, if my kids were at home, I'd play this speech for you because it is great. Isaiah Bradley is watching this speech. I forgot that he visited him again after he got the shield back. And Isaiah Bradley says, "I don't want to see it." And Isaiah Bradley tells him about, again, how they test him and stuff. How they just forgot about him. And he's dead. And they gave him a new name. I should probably touch on that more. And I hope they do more with that character. I hope they do something with him more than just the Falcon and Winter Soldier. That'd be an interesting story to watch if they just do it on Disney Plus, just a one-off series. I'm fine with the one-off series. I mean, WandaVision was a one-off series, basically. Or guest season, whatever you want to call it. This is series, season, whatever you want to call it, like I said. So, he starts talking to the people. He says, "You can't do it. You do this, you're going to have an Carly on you." And he's like, "Well, you don't know." He's like, "What do you mean I don't know?" He's like, "I'm a black man wearing the stars and star stripes." And he's like, "People are going to hate me for it. I already feel the stares from some people in this crowd. Can you accept a black Captain America?" Before that, someone's like, "What do you call you, Captain Falcon? American Falcon?" He goes, "No, I'm Captain America." Dumbasses. But like he told us, "I'm a black man staring at stars and stripes, and people are going to hate me for it." He's like, "I can feel the stares. I know what people are already thinking." And Isaiah Bradley's saying this. And this is a great speech, and I wish I was upstairs. I could have you guys watch this. It was a great speech that he gave. Kudos to the writers in that series and that speech that Sam did. But like I said, I'm not upstairs. I can't play it for you guys. But it was a great speech. Can you? Hey, since you're there, can you see me in my phone?
Yeah, I can, except your top of your head.
No, well, you guys don't need to see the top of my head.
And also, Mom wants you to get done with that video because she needs to talk to you about food.
Oh my god, no, she doesn't. You two go figure it out.
Okay.
That's my youngest son, Jake, guys. Evidently, this has been a long video. Like I said, we're on the last part of it now, though. It's probably as long as my, WandaVision video. But I like the speech. Like I said, it was a great speech. And at the end, I think in the end credit scene, there's two of them. I think it's Val telling him to come out with his new outfit on. And she's like, they're not going to need a Captain America. No, no, no. What they're going to need is a U.S. agent. And it looks like the U.S. agent suit in the comic books a little bit, which is weird. Because I'm forgetting. After that fight, we see the car blow up that the Flag Smasher put in. Because even when the car goes, when One Nation, One Order, or whatever I just said, I forget. Like I said, really stupid. But, gosh, dang cats. But then we see the car blow up, and then we see a pair of white gloves, and we see Zemo's butler. So Zemo had a backup plan in case he got caught, and it was his butler killing these group of Flag Smashers.
Mom needs to talk to you because you're her husband.
But I'm done.
When are you gonna be done?
I'm all my way. You stop interrupting me.
46 minutes.
Yeah, it was a long video. Thank you for letting me know I was at 46 minutes. So, they blow them up, and Val goes, and, that's plays in the raft, and Zemo can hear the news, and he lies down, just kind of like, I don't know if he smiled, I don't remember or not. But he's telling that there's no more super soldiers around, at least we don't think so. He doesn't know about Isaiah Bradley, though. I don't think he wasn't going to tell him about Isaiah Bradley, because he'd probably go after Isaiah Bradley. So Zemo is at peace, because he thinks it's just Bucky now that has super strength. Which is not true, but Sam does repay tribute to repay tribute to Isaiah Bradley. He gets his name back and everything, and he even has an exhibit in the Captain America, the museum. Has his own exhibit so people would not forget about him and what he did for this country. That was really nice. I think the other end credit scene is Sharon Carter saying, because now she's Agent Carter. Because remember, said we always had a Carter on our side, and they made her assisting again and get her back CIA, and she's going to have access to all these satellites. She calls, I got something better. Tell them I got something better. I'm going to have satellite info and all that, which I do not like that. It's not Sharon Carter. Not even in the comic books. I really don't like the way they portrayed her in this one. It's like Kevin Feige's like, bring Sharon Carter back. They're like, yes. And they're like, oh, we didn't really want to. What can we do with her? Because she's not need to be in this series. I think they were asked to by Kevin Feige. And like I said, once again, Marvel, not everything Marvel touches is gold, because no one really liked that Sharon Carter, I don't think. Maybe you guys did, I could be wrong. But at the end, though, after those credits, though, it doesn't say Falcon and the Winter Soldier more. It says Captain America and the Winter Soldier. So now they need to redo this shirt. They'll put Captain America and the Winter Soldier, which I hope they do. I think it was a good series. My wife didn't like it. Like I said, I was going to do this before Loki. So once again, guys, first time here, you like what you saw, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, select all. That way you don't miss when I do a new video. Like I said, I will not be doing an episode of one of Loki next week, because my wife's 9th anniversary. If I left anything major out, let me know. Maybe I'll touch on it on a video again on one of my days off before my anniversary, and maybe I'll talk about a Marvel movie that you guys want me to talk about down in the comments below before, maybe, or we can discuss Loki or whatever. So like I said, subscribe, please like, because that way this YouTube algorithm gets this video out more, and subscribe. And guys, I don't know when I'll see you next. I might be Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday, or it might be a couple of weeks from now when we talk about the first 2 episodes of Loki. So, guys, I hope you enjoy your Wednesday. Have a good day, and I'll see you later. Bye.